Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast, my love. Today we are coming in with a spicy one, a very spicy episode. I need to talk to you about this because I want your drive. I want your desire. I want your fuego, which is fire. I want your impact, your legacy, your push. Like, I want that. I want to see that shit. I want to feel what you desire. I want to feel you come off the screen or off the audio, like aligned and impact and all the excitement that you got about your business, about the thing that you're building. I would love that. But what I feel like we're meshing together that is not the vibe. When I say that to my clients, when I say I want to see your hunger, I want to feel your impact and your hunger and your legacy and your visibility and your purpose and your why, instead I get hustle. So today, I would like to squash the narrative that is out there that tells women you either have to hustle 24/7 or you got to chill, be a chillpreneur and just surrender and just like let the universe bring it to you. Because fuck that, right? Like we want to get shit. We want to do things. We got things to do. I don't know about you, but like I know not everybody's built the same. Thank goodness. I get it. But what I'm not here for is someone thinking like, Erica, oh, you're a superhero. There's something special about you. That's why you're doing XYZ. That's why you got fuego. That's why you cut through. That's why blah, blah, blah. There's so many excuses that we give ourselves around the reason why you still have not started a podcast. I'm looking at you. You know who you are. Or the reason why you still haven't shown up consistently on whatever social media platform your ideal clients are on. Or why you still haven't updated your website or updated your branding or done that brand shoot or whatever it is that you've been avoiding that you know is going to move the needle in your business. Because I don't know why. Maybe your fear that you think that you're going to have to hustle, or you've burnt out in the past. This is my favorite. Erica, I've burnt out in the past. I was burnt out. I had 4 burnouts. I was chronically sick. I was real bad. So now I can't do anything because you have a fear that you're going to go back to how you were, which is impossible unless your ass got a time machine. I don't know about, let me know. You're never going to go back to where you were. This whole like back to where I was is not a thing. Those of you that haven't healed your trauma for this reason, those of you who haven't overcome the thing that's still messing with you from the past in the current present, because of this thing, you will never be the same you. The version of you today has went through the difficulty. So already you're up. If it came back again, if something similar, because the same thing can't happen, but if something similar happened today, consider you are equipped with so much more than that past version of you that had to go through that thing. So to walk around with a fear that you're going to burn out again, or a belief that in order for you to kill it in your business or make massive impact or grow your audience or make more money or achieve said goals and dreams that you say you have to burn, that's bullshit. But I'm also not here for like, do nothing and everything will come to you. No. I told you, like in the past couple of weeks, I've been talking about put your order in. Put your order into the kitchen, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, spirit. And do your work. Do the work you have to do to make it easy for them to give you your desires. You don't just go to sleep and wait and hibernate and then expect a package to get to your house and be like, here's 100,000 followers. Here's the money you wanted to make. No. However, the thing that I want to talk about today that I believe is the distinction between the hustle culture is your hunger. I don't want you to hustle. I don't want your hustle. If you work with me, I don't want your hustle. If you're starting out at the beginning of your business, baby, yes, maybe you're going to need some hustle. I hustled my ass off at the beginning and it worked out for me. And I do think that there are periods in your life where you need a little bit of hustle and it's not bad to have it. But you cannot run with hustle. 5 years into your business with hustle. You can't start every new idea offering, event, retreat, product, service with hustle. But what will sustain you for a lifetime, what will give you energy when others are sitting back, what will give you the fire and the drive while others are sitting around on the sidelines waiting comfortable as hell or comparing themselves to one another, or overthinking and overanalyzing because they're comfortable, What will stop you from doing that is your hunger. Stay hungry. And I'm not saying starving, like you're dying for food. That's scarcity. We're not dying for anything. I have food on my plate, metaphorically speaking, and I'm still hungry. And I'll never be full. I'm always going to stay hungry because my mission and my vision and my impact and my values and what I'm here to do on planet Earth is so connected that I'm always going to stay hungry for it. There's no place to get to. There's no achieving it because for me, mine personally, it's about impacting as many women as possible. And I haven't impacted not even a freaking piece of the women that I came to impact on the world. Doesn't mean I haven't done shit. I'm proud of myself. I'm grateful for the women I've been able to serve, but I'm still hungry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not full. I'm not full. And I'm also not in hustle because hustle will burn you. Hustle doesn't sustain you. Hustle reminds me of like motivation. Hustle will lead you to burnout. Hustle excites you. Hustle gets you moving. It's like you're asleep, it wakes you up. And it might move you a few steps. But you can't go on a marathon with hustle. If you go on a marathon with hustle, you'll be dead. Like your nervous system will be shot. You'll be burnt out. You'll be crispy. You'll be resentful. You'll be tired. You'll get sick. All that stuff will happen. And so as much as I hustled in the beginning of my business, and I love that I did, and I recommend my beginner business women to get into the hustle. 100%. Of course you have to. I feel like it's a little bit of an initiation. What's going to keep you, what's going to sustain you is the hunger. And so I want to talk today about the difference. And if you are currently doing one of these, or if you're not in the hunger, or if you can tap more into the hunger is like that fire in your belly, that purpose, that thing that keeps growing and expanding and keeps you becoming and keeps you moving without losing yourself in the process, reminding you of why you're doing what you're doing. And I think we got to break down the hustle and the hunger. So hustle, I guess it could be tied to fear. Fear's not bad. I think we need fear, especially in the beginning. So yes, I feel like hustle could be fear-based energy. Yes, I feel like hustle could be like, oh shit, we got to move energy. But I also think that helps us in the beginning because we don't have the experience. We don't have the money. We don't have the business that we want. We don't have the audience. So you feel like I got to prove myself. I got to prove something. And I think it's healthy to need to prove yourself to yourself. I think it's healthy to have a high standard for yourself. I think it's healthy to work hard. We would just, my family, my kids and my husband, every night, we sit at the dinner table and we play like question games. So I always talk about them. They should sponsor this podcast. If you're listening, please recommend, come on down. I love you. We're Not Really Strangers, right? I love them so much. We're Not Really Strangers is like a mental health brand. They have clothing, they have card games, journals. I love them. I think they're based out of New York City. Check them out on Instagram. Incredible. I buy their clothes. I love their shit so much. And they have a game and it's like a family questions game. And it's so good for like the holiday season. If you got your family around and you have enough of your drinks, you can get into a fight with your family or start crying or listen to your grandma share some shit that she's never shared before. It's so good. Okay. But they have a kids game. And so we bought the We're Not Really Strangers kids game. And the questions that the kids ask us. So every night, one of us picks a card. We all go and answer it. Next person, all that, while we're eating our dinner. And it's so beautiful because one of the questions that we did last night was, what do you do in this family that you don't get enough credit for? And so we went around, we went to the kids first. What do they think? And then we said what we think. So it was really beautiful. We're just like affirming, giving them love for the thing they don't get credit for. And my husband, who loves me and is amazing and says beautiful things to me, and I love my beautiful bestie. I love you, Hamish. He's the best. He was like, I think one thing that mommy doesn't get credit for is how hard she works. And I was just like, oh, yeah. And my kids were like, huh, because they see me and I tell them, but they have no context. They're little. So I share a few things with them, but it was so cool to have my husband say, mommy works really hard, but I'm also present and I'm also take them on vacations and travel with them. And they're also all up in my business. They'll run into my office in like an hour when they get here from school. Like they're in it with me, but he was like, she works really hard. I couldn't do what she does. And my son was like, what do you mean? Well, what if you could? And he was like, well, I wouldn't. I love my husband. And if you know Hamish or if you watch Hamish on Instagram with me or listen to him on the podcast, he is literally the opposite energy of me. He's a projector. He's Cancer. He's chill. He's zen. He's very chill. Nature. He's amazing. He's nothing like me. But we're exactly the same in the weirdest ways. Like we're aligned in our values and our visions, all that stuff. But when my husband said that and my son was like, would you do it? And he was like, no, I wouldn't work that hard. I don't think I could do what she does. I wouldn't do it. I don't want to. It's not for me. And so I feel like when you know why you're doing what you're doing for you, I don't do this shit for the gram. I don't do this shit for other people. I don't do this shit for my kids. I don't do this shit for my family. I literally do what I do because I 100 million, bazillion%, and I don't think it's normal. I don't think everyone feels like this. So I'm aware of that shit. Am so tapped in to why the fuck I'm here. I'm so tapped in to the purpose of why I came to planet Earth. I can't tell you. I can't tell you how tapped in. I don't know. I don't know if it's because I almost died multiple times. My husband passed away. I don't know because I was fucking abused. I don't know. But I know exactly what I'm here to do and why. And that gives me this drive. It gives me this hunger. And then I love my life. And I'm grateful. I'm like, thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. Thank you. Fucking thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to possibly maybe have that result. I haven't even got the result, but I'm like, thank you for the opportunity. Super grateful. And so I don't think there's anything wrong with the hustle and the fear. I think the fear checks us. But if you don't check yourself after a while, your hustle could be like fear dressed up as ambition. And you're always busy and you're always doing shit because you can't stop. And then I go, why are you doing it? You're like, I don't fucking know. I'm resentful. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm burnt. I'm scarcity. I'm throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. I'm frustrated. I'm looking to the side. I'm jealous. I'm comparing myself. I'm looking for external validation. I'm chasing results. I'm chasing views and likes, and social fucking media will do that shit to you if you don't check yourself, right? And even when your body's like, I can't anymore, you still push it. And it'll burn you because it's like connected to your worthiness. After a while, that's not the fuel to sustain you. It's like you're drinking Coca-Cola to kick off the marathon, and like maybe that Coca-Cola is going to give you, by the way, that shit is so bad for you, but anyway, no judgment. Do you, boo? But you're drinking Coca-Cola to like bring and get you going, like start the car, start the motor to start running. But if you continue the marathon drinking fucking Coca-Cola, you won't die. Like you cannot do that. You need to bring some water in with a bit of salt. You need some fucking electrolytes. Like you need something that's going to sustain you. And so when we look at hustle versus hunger, hunger is like purpose, mission-based energy, alignment. I know where I'm going. I know where the GPS map is taking me. I'm on track. I'm going there. I am driven. It's like I know that I'm meant for more, and I know there's more coming, but I'm so grateful for what I currently have. And I told you, I got food on my plate. I'm so happy about the food on my plate. And I'm still hungry. I'm not starving. And I'm happy to wait for when the next meal and the next plate is ready. And I will eat everything on my plate, but I'm still hungry. To me, the hunger keeps me grounded. It keeps me focused. It keeps me intentional. It keeps me in alignment. It keeps me aligned with the right people. It keeps me not aligned with the wrong people or brands. So I don't fuck with people. Like I can't. Like I don't mess around with things. I haven't monetized this podcast yet. I will. I will when I find the right sponsors, the right people. I will. But right now, I'm building an asset. And I'm happy to wait because I don't have scarcity. I don't need to depend on 30 cents for an ad to say some shit I don't feel confident about. You know what I'm saying? Or connected to. So hunger is like I'm working hard. I'm in alignment, but it's built from my ties, my values, not my anxiety, not my lack. It's like you're moving and you're clear on where you're going. Your boundaries, your drive, you're not proving shit. Because hunger makes you feel like you're becoming. You're in the process of becoming. You trust. You know that the next thing is coming around the corner. You believe that you deserve it and it's coming. You don't know when, but you believe it. So hunger doesn't need to prove. It's too busy becoming. It's too busy making shit happen. So I want you to ask yourself a few questions if you're listening to this and you're like, how do I know which one I'm in? Just check yourself with this. Are you moving from fear, from lack, from insecurity, From a lack of validation? Or are you moving from desire? Are you moving from knowing? Are you moving from confidence, alignment, ease, flow? Does it feel hard? Is it easy? And not easy like you ain't working hard. Like hard, like, ugh, I can't get in. When shit becomes too sticky for me, I'm like, oh, I'm not meant to do this. I'm pushing. I'm not meant to push. If it's meant to be, it'll work. I had an example recently of they wanted me to speak at this thing and they weren't hitting the mark of financials. They weren't hitting the mark with any of it. And I was like, I'm happy to walk away from this. I don't need this. This is extra. Speaking is an extra thing I do. And I do a lot of it. It's not how I built my business though. I got my programs. I got my community. It's not my number one thing I sell. I fucking love it. I love to do it. But I wasn't holding it and I wasn't like hustling to get it. And I wasn't like, scarcity, it has to happen. I was happy. I wasn't even holding it soft like a butterfly, like I say. I like opened my palm and I was like, go. If this isn't going to work, I'm good. And it was that I'm good. I'm fine. I let it go over the weekend marinating that brought back the person to go, okay, let's work it. Let's do it. It's like, cool. That ease. And I get that you can only have that ease when you are financially in a place. So my girls that are out there struggling, I feel you. I didn't have that ease when I first kicked off either. I was breastfeeding. I had a toddler. I had no money. I was stressed. I had that, if I think about it, it hurts my stomach. That stomach anxiety of like, fuck, are we going to be all right? Like, where are we going to find money? Like, how am I going to do this? I had all that. I had it. And I used that feeling because there was no emergency escape. There was no more bottom of the rock to go. Under the rock, the bottom of the bottom. Then where do you go? There's only up from there. So I use that lack and no money to fuel me, to push me to go, fuck it. I've got nothing to lose now. I'm at my edge. And I love when I talk to my clients that don't have that edge. There's comfort. There's some safety blanket. The husband's working. They got blah, blah, blah. Mama, I don't know what to say to you. It's very hard to have hunger when you got comfort. I'm not saying I don't want you to be comfortable. I'm not saying that. I want to be comfortable. I want to be happy. I want to have my shit sorted. I don't want to be struggling. I don't want to be thinking about paycheck to paycheck. Of course not. But damn, I'm still hungry. I'm hungry. I don't want to lose my hunger. And I think sometimes comfort kills your hunger. Safety kills your hunger. And not safety like your safety. Obviously, you want to be safe. But that security shit, to me, kills my hunger. If my 9 to 5 is easy and I'm making a lot of money and I air quotes should start my business, it's probably not going to happen. And my husband makes a lot of money, it's probably not going to happen. And so I would say to you, if that struggle is there, use it. If you're like, you don't understand, Erica, I have no money. I'm like, I understand. I understand your credit card's maxed out in debt. I understand. I was like at the edge. What else is going to happen? How much worse can this get? It can't. And so I use that to push myself out. I know not everyone does, and that's fine. We're all different people. But I really want you to check, are you building or are you compensating? Am I working because I want to and I have a drive that I'm focused on, or because I'm scared to slow down? Do I have a fear that if I chase my dreams and desires that I'm going to burn out? And I'm not going to be able to be present or sustain it? Is there a belief or a fear there for you? Because if that's there, consider that subconsciously that's going to keep you where you are. It's going to protect you. But you're like, what? Doesn't make sense. It's keeping me from my dream. I know, but not because it wants to hurt you. It's keeping you from your dream because you've made up a story that if you chase your dream, you're going to die and burn out and it's going to be horrible and you're not going to be a present mother and you're going to lose everything and you're going to become money hungry and you've made up all these beliefs and stories. You're going to be attached to your phone permanently. All those stories are going to keep you. I had a story about America. That when I go there, I'm going to get killed, trafficked, someone's going to steal my kids, we're going to die, there's going to be a gangbang, someone's going to abuse me, like all these stories. And it kept me away from America for 10 years. Stories are really powerful. So be mindful of the story that you tell yourself when you're telling yourself the things in your mind about your hunger, about your business, about your impact, about your vision, about what you're capable of, about what you deserve, about what you desire. Be mindful of the stories that you tell yourself. Because these beliefs turn into things that you think about all the time and that you start to believe are true. And then they impact the way that you feel, they impact the behaviors that you take, the actions, and then ultimately it impacts your results. Your ability to produce the result that you want or not is impacted by the stories you tell yourself, the beliefs, the thoughts, the feelings, all of it. Lastly, I want you to ask yourself, does this energy feel expansive? Does this give me energy? Or does this feel exhausting? Is this hunger or is this hustle? How do I know? How do I know what this is? I check in with myself all the time. I have to, because I be like, I do not stop. I don't stop. And I'm like, am I running from something? No. I am unpacking and have unpacked and will continue to unpack my shit. I'm like, let's find new shit. I'm finding new shit about my mom. I'm getting triggered about her. I'm like, cool. I go to therapy. I've got my shit. All right. Am I doing this because what am I doing this for? I have to constantly check in with myself. And I'm still doing it for my hunger. I'm still doing it for my purpose. But if you don't ask yourself, pause, stop, think about your behavior. And I'm sharing this with you because I really believe that sometimes we think other people have this magical thing that we don't have. And it's not true. It's not true. It's that they've stopped and thought about what they were doing. What am I doing this for? Who am I doing this for? What is happening? What is happening right now? Have I slowed down? Have I stopped? Do I need to? Let me tell you what happens when you're in your hunger. People project onto you all the time. I get people projecting onto me all the time. And they mean well. They see me, they're like, you're crazy. Oh my God, you're always on an airplane. Oh shit, you be doing a lot. Well, you're at school, university. Oh, you got the kids. Well, it must be full on. You must be jet lagged. No. And I'll be like, no, I'm good. And they're just like, what? I'm like, that's your stuff. That's not me. I don't take it. Thank you for trying to give me the gift, but I don't accept it. So I'm not an asshole. I'll just be like, nah, I'm good. Anyway, change the subject. I don't need to take that on. I'm allowed, like I love, one thing I do love that the Hermosis talk about is like, why is it wrong to want to work all the time? If they want to do that, let them do that. They're not hurting anybody. Some people want to eat bad shit all the time. Some people want to drink every single night. Some people want to smoke cigarettes. Some people want to gamble their money, like whatever, right? They like to work and they want to do it how they want to do it. They're building their life. That's cool. You can't expect people that don't believe what you believe or have the vision that you have to understand where you're coming from. So I don't get upset about it. I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. I came back from America, 10 days, hit 3 cities or 3 states. It was wild, but it was amazing. I felt good. I had a mix of chill. I had a mix of friend. I had a mix of business, events, speaking. It was awesome. I got back. I was like, oh, I'm ready to go. Like as soon as I got back, I had 2 days, 3 days. And then there was an event that I was booked to leave that my girl did. And I was like, I'm going. I was like, man, babe, I'm ready to go. And he's like, he used to say to me like, you just got back. But now he looks at me and he's like, I see. Yep. And I'm like, I can't wait. Like, let's move. I need to move because what I'm here to do is make some moves. And so I need to be moving. If I stay home too long, it's not good for me. Hamish can stay home a lot. I start getting itchy and shit. I'm like, should we go down to the gas station? Like, should we get out of here? And he's like, what? But it's me. That's like, I know I do better out there with the people. When I'm out at events, when I'm out speaking, when I'm out on planes, when I'm at events doing shit, my business circulates, my energy circulates, my socials circulate. I'm out there making shit happen, but I can't always be out there. Sometimes I got to be home, recording a podcast, doing videos, filming modules, meeting with my clients one-on-one, being with my children. Like I can't always be out. So there's this contracting and expanding, and you can expand as much as you want, but notice who's holding how much you can expand. Is anyone telling you? Is there a subconscious belief stopping the expansion? What are those things called? Accordion. My shit is like, it expands around the world and back. How much expansion can you have? And how much are you feeling like you're contracting or you're contracted? Ask yourself, check in. Is it hunger or hustle? So I want to give you a few tangible things before we wrap up this episode. How do you stay hungry without slipping into the hustle? Oh, my husband had to slap me and remind me, not for real, but like metaphorically speaking, because I'll kill him. Anyway, you can't slap a Puerto Rican woman. Te matan. So he had to like be like, babe, it was probably like a year into my business when I first started. And I was hustling because we were broke. We were in debt. We were like the worst. I never want to feel like that again. Like never again. It was horrible. And so I feel you when you tell me the stories. I'm like, I feel you. I don't know exactly your situation, but I remember mine, and it was shit. So he said to me, hey, babe, I don't think you need to go as hard as you're going now because we're all right. Like, we're okay. Because when you're hustling, you're like, fuck, we got to get enough. We got to store the food. We got to, you're out there really like making it happen. And then after a while, you make some shit happen. Then you need to know for yourself, are you safe? Are you good? You got enough? Keep the hunger going. But now let's slow down. Let's have a rest day. Let's have a break. Because I do believe when you rest, you get more ideas. When you chill, you get more space. And in space comes creativity and comes more. My shower wisdom be lit. Why? Because nobody's in the shower. I'm not doing anything. I don't have my phone. Sometimes I do have my phone. But lately I've been like, I'm not going to bring my phone in the shower. Okay? I'm not going to reply to my DMs. So I want you to think about a few things you could do. I want you to set some goals that are intentional, that are like outcome driven. We do this and we will give it to you again, my friends, at the beginning of 2026. Every year we do the goals and intentions workbook. My husband and I do the podcast. It is coming. It's one of our most popular downloads. And we talk about reflecting on the year that was and setting what you want. And this is why mentorship, I believe in the Queen's Table. There are some people in the Queen's Table that want to do a TEDx. Guess what? The TEDx I did, they're open now for 2026. You better believe I was in that WhatsApp like, hey, here's the TEDx you said you wanted to do. Get on the list and also look for more. So we need to set goals. We need to set goals that call us, that we're scared of, like the big things that we want to do. If we don't, what are we doing this for? What's the outcome that we want? These little milestones, just we can celebrate ourselves. Whether you hit them or not, the fact that you're trying and showing up for it, it gives you something. It gives you a marker. You're running this marathon. When's the 5 miles? When's the 10? When are you halfway? Oh shit, we halfway. That could be horrible for some people. Or that could be like, amazing, we're halfway. You get to decide. But I think the goals are important. The next one is rest without guilt. Erica, I'm saying this to myself. Okay, my friend? Everything I talk about here, I talk to myself as well. Rest without guilt. That's hard. Because rest is fuel for your hunger. Like I just said before, you're going to get the ideas, you're going to get the thoughts, you're going to have fun. Mix things in. We don't have a real social life. Me and Hamish now, we're too old to be going out partying and getting drunk. We can't be doing that. I don't even drink. Like I used to drink so much. Like I can't now. This shit makes me feel sick. I feel hot. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't want to feel like shit the next day. So like for me, I want to go to the gym. I want to move my body. I want to be happy, mentally well. I go to the gym because I want my mentality to be good. Like everything's changed for me. I used to go to the gym to be skinny, to have a flat stomach, blah, 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 so that I look sexy to men. Now I'm like, if I don't go to the gym, I'm going to kill someone. Like I need to deadlift. I need to do my jumps, my pogo jumps. I need to do my nervous system shit. I need to do that because it's going to make me feel better. So rest without guilt. This is going to fuel the hunger. You're going to be like, I need a moment. And I know that it's no scarcity. I can rest. I can take the day. I mean, we build businesses so that we can have the lifestyle that we want. We literally moved offices. I'm in my house now. Like I maybe don't have pants on while I'm recording this. You will never know. Right? Like it's the best. So I could be home. I'm still working, but my kids are right there. My coffee machine is right there. My kitchen is right there. My bathroom is right there. I could be like, it helps me. It makes me feel like, oh, I can do this. I can have both. When you think about, the next one is when you think about more, impact, legacy, whatever word you want to use. One of my friends once said to me, when is enough enough? And I just laughed. I was like, I've never asked myself that question. And it makes me laugh thinking about it now. Like, how do you know when impact is enough? Like when it's enough? And I'm not going to lie. I don't have that fucking word. I don't have the definition of when is, define more, define enough. I don't have that answer. I don't have that answer till I die, when I'm dead. And then even when I die, I want this shit that I've built to continue to impact women. So never is it enough. Never for me, which is a little bit scary because I've repeated that word like 17 times. I get it. However, I don't know. I feel like I'm here, like what's that book? Man's Search for Meaning. I've got meaning. I've got so much meaning with what I do. So I can't have too much meaning, too much impact, too much drive for what I'm doing. But I need to rest and I need to be intentional and I need to look after myself, right? So maybe for you, what does more look like for you? What does impact look like for you? What does legacy look like for you? If you didn't do what you do, if you didn't get to achieve the goals that you wanted, how would that impact your life? How would that impact other people? How would that impact your family? Would you be happy with that? Another way to say this is if you died tomorrow, would you be like, fucking yeah, I rode this shit till the wheels fell off. I did the things I wanted. I was pretty 80% there. I was 70% there. I could say, like, I got so many podcasts. My kids will know who the fuck I was. I got books, I got podcasts, I do events. This has been a decade. It's not like I haven't done anything. But according to me, the impact I came here to make, I'm not even scratching the surface. But if I was to be outed tomorrow, I think I've done a pretty fucking good job trying to scrape the surface of what I came here to do. And I could say I've impacted and helped some people. Am I finished? No. Think about what does more mean for you. More money, more meaning, more clients, more freedom, more impact, more legacy. What is that? What is it? I spoke to a lady yesterday and she was like, I want everything for my family. I want my family to be free. I want my husband not to have to go to work. I want my kids and I to travel. I mean, everything I asked her, it led back to that. Cool, follow that. And then when that's happened, then what do you want? Because you'll hit that. If you hit that goal, then what? So I'm like, and then what? What a great question. So think about what's your more? The fourth one is define and surround yourself with expansion. Surround yourself with people to expand you. Like stay close to the people who remind you of why you do what you do. Who remind you of why your impact matters. Who remind you of who the fuck you are. Sometimes we got friends in the WhatsApp, we just be like, bitch, you remember who you are. Come on. Or they'll say to me, Erica, please, you're the queen of confidence. And I'll be like, I know. Maybe I need to listen to my own podcast today. Right? We all have these moments, right? Surround yourself with expanded people. This is why, selfish plug, I built the Queen's Table. High-level women at the table making moves, helping each other. This is why I'm very, very, very gatekeeper when it comes to who is at the table. Who do we allow into the table? Because it's important who we work with. This is why I don't collab with everyone. I don't work with everyone. Like, this is why. You have to be mindful of who gets your energy, who gets to get your time. Especially if you're a nice person, I will talk to everyone all day, every day. I'll be in my DMs answering everyone. I will never sleep because the DMs will keep coming because I teach people how to treat me. Erica replies to her DMs instantly all the time. I can message her and she'll reply back to me. And then, yeah, Erica doesn't sleep. And then, yes, I am attached to my phone. That's my boundary. No. So who's in your circle? Who's at your table? What table are you sitting at? Is it the right people who are going to expand your legacy and your impact and your vision? Do you have mentorship? It's so important to be with someone or work with someone or learn from someone who is doing or has done what you want to do in the way that you want to do it. Make sure the values align. Some of y'all, we be learning from people that don't have the same values and you're like, shit. It's going to be really hard if you're a mother of 3 and your business coach is like 25, has no kids, has no partner, just floating around in Bali and then floating around over here. Like, I'm sorry, they don't resonate with your situation. You got 3 fucking kids. It's a different hustle. It's a different hunger. It's a different everything. So I believe surround yourself with the right people that are going to expand your vision and remind you of who the fuck you are and why you do what you do. Not just your little to-do list, right? More hustle. No. The last one, and I believe possibly one of the most important, feed your fire daily. Like journal, do your work, ask yourself hard questions, move your body, do your breath work, spirituality, praying, whatever you got to do. Reflection, gratitude practice. I laugh and be like, what's your morning routine? It's like, it's not sexy. My morning routine is not even worth doing a podcast about. It's not special, but in there is what I need to do for me to be good every day. Coffee is a part of it, okay? Hugging my babies is a part of it. Having chats with my kids. Like I do the lunches. I love doing the lunches, my kids' lunches. We don't have a cafeteria in Australia, which I was going to say is annoying, but then I thought about my cafeteria in America. That food was no bueno. So actually, I'm happy that I get to make the food that my kids put into their mouth. So it's not about having some crazy ass routine, but like, what is your daily fire? Are you listening to podcasts? Awesome. But not just listening. What are you doing afterwards? Are you journaling? Are you asking yourself questions? Are you I recently listened to Stephen Bartlett from The Diary of a CEO, and he was saying when he goes to events where he's learning, or he's at an event where he's hearing people speak, or he's, interviewing someone really amazing, or he's in a learning environment, he gets a notebook and he writes down all of his things and insights, and then he goes away and then he reflects on what he learned. And he's like, damn, okay, so how was that? And starts reflecting, starts writing and journaling, unpacking everything so he doesn't forget. And then is like, from that, do I have any actions I need to take? No. Okay, cool. Any more further reading? Any more, what do I need to do? What other podcasts can I listen to? Do I need to hire a mentor? Do I need to fix this problem? So it's like really reflecting what you're learning, what you're listening to today. I hope you don't just go next episode, right? Like, are you hustling? Are you numbing, flatlining? Nothing's there. Are you in your hunger? Do you need to revive your hunger? Maybe you're not hustling or hungry. Maybe you're like, I don't even know, Erica. I feel so lost. I'm in a fucking identity shift. That's a podcast I did. Are you in an identity shift? Listen to that. And then ask yourself the questions, because I always drop questions on the podcast. I want you to coach yourself. I want you to learn how to pull yourself out of the funky moments so that you can feed your fire, so that you can be on it, so you can get in alignment with who you are and what you want to do here, whatever that is for you. Staying hungry is not about not stopping, right? But it's about never settling. It's about not settling for a life that you don't want. Not feeling like you got to burn crispy, just crispy, so that you can get the shit that you desire. No more chasing energy, no more hustling, no more I have to, I need to, I must. That's so scarcity. Release the grip. I'm hungry. I desire more. I'm grateful for what I have, but I know more is on its way to me. And this is my impact, and this is where I'm going. And I'm going to sit down and get the clarity that I need. You could be exhausted, not because you're doing too much, but because you're doing it from the wrong fucking energy. The wrong energy. What is the energy that you want to move forward in now? I want to leave you with that. Stay hungry. Stay grounded. Go after what's yours. Know where your GPS is taking you. If you got lost, if you lost the directions and you're like, where the fuck are we going? I'm in a circle. Take a moment, sit down, replug in. Where are we going? Destination? Here. Guess what? You could change destinations whenever you want, but know where you're going, or else you're going to be lost. You're going to find yourself resentful. You're going to find yourself burnt crispy, exhausted, not tapped into the vision that you came here to have for yourself. Hunger is going to keep you alive. Hustle is going to weigh your ass down. We need the hunger. We want to tap into that. I'm going to leave you with this. I love you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you are looking for a table to expand you, the Queen's Table, hit me up. I'll drop the link in the show notes. It is an incredible, intimate space. We have women from all over the world that are doing big ass things, especially expanding their personal brand, claiming their space, going for massive legacy impact. If you got little impact, it's not for you. That's fine. If you got big ass impact and you're like, I'm ready to do this and my hunger is tapped in, click the link in the show notes and you'll see it. I love you. I will see you next week.